Hello, everybody. Lauren Pibworth here, and welcome to the Pibworth Summer Boardroom. I love being able to record my live videos out here, and I'm hoping that you're able to see and hear me because I actually think I may have gotten my headset working. We'll see. If this is just a bunch of mime, then maybe you can let me know. But I'm testing out some new things today, and we're going to talk technology. So I'm so glad that you're here. Woodrow and I are hanging out. He's out sniffing, Lord only knows what, but he's doing it, so that's awesome. And so we're going to test out some of the Be Live. Um, Thank you, Pat. I appreciate you telling me that. Pat says she can hear me. I asked her to pop over and just make sure that she could actually, that I wasn't miming. So thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. So it's really cool to have some people live. I see a few faces. So if you're interested in sharing this or doing something like that, that would be awesome. Just hit the share button. I would love to have more people on board. Today, as I said, today we're going to talk about me sharing what you're seeing right now is this new technology I found called Be Live, and it's a real thing that you can use when you're recording your Facebook Lives. But let's kind of get right into some information on Be Live. So, okay, so awesome. Pat says she's planned to be here anyway. She wanted to know about the software, so here I am, and I'm happy to. I'm happy to share that. So Be Live, the URL is called Be Live, as in BELIVE.TV, and what I really love about this so far, I'm still in the free trial phase. This is only my second live video using them, but you'll see that as you saw, some really cool things came up on the screen as I pressed show. Press that again because it's cool because it'll come and go as we want. We're talking about Be Live right now. So yes, it is cool because it allows me to interact. I can see your comments down the side of my screen. I can actually choose to show them during the live video, which I thought was really, really cool because, sometimes I interact with you, but if you're watching this video afterwards, you're not seeing the comments as they come in one by one. So it may seem really random that I'm thanking so-and-so for doing something, and you don't know where in the comment section that actually happened. So it's cool that we can actually include them in the live video. You'll see that the Be Live logo there, or banner, is actually in one of my brand colors. So I can choose to have my brand colors incorporated. I can change the look of that at any time. And my logo, the Pibworth logo, I'm still not used to this backward thing. It's up in the corner there somewhere. um, so you can choose your brand colors, you can choose your logo, which is all very, very cool. But one of the things that I really love is the fact that I can pre-plan my agenda. So I've gone in before when I scheduled my live, I went in and I pre-planned the agenda. So I pre-planned, that the banner would come up that said, "Welcome to the Pibworth Summer Boardroom." I can show the call to action whenever I want to. I can just say, "Hey, please share." It'd be great if you clicked on share and save this to all your people. I can show any of the banners that I want, and it reminds me to stay on task because not you're seeing the banner, but in the agenda item, I have all the things I wanted to say. So I don't have to, try and rely on my memory, and I also don't have to worry about doing writing it all out and then looking away from the screen or just appearing unengaged. So I really, really love that feature. We the other thing we wanted to to talk about. And if you have any questions about BeLive, feel free to just kind of post them in the chat. I'm going to move on to Facebook because I don't want this to be too long. But I'm going to move on to Facebook and the algorithm changes. But if you have stuff that you wanna ask about the software or anything like that, as I said, I'm still new, but if a kind of, I'm techie when it comes to marketing, not necessarily with software. So if I can figure it out, you can figure it out. So let's talk a little bit about Facebook changes. It's August 1st. And for some people, that's woohoo, more summer. For some people, especially a lot of business owners, it's the first of the month, therefore it's a billing day. We love those days. But for those of us in Facebook land, it's August 1st, and the day that Facebook did something that ticked a little of us off. And I understand why they did it. But first, let's talk about what happened. So the algorithms on Facebook changed so that you can no longer post, you can no longer pre-schedule things to your personal profile. Why is that important? Well, some of us use third-party schedulers like Hootsuite or CoScheduler or Buffer or MeetEdgar or any of those things. You can no longer go in and plan things that you were going to say. You could still do it on your business page, and you can still do it in your groups. It's just your personal profile that's been affected. Facebook says it's because they don't want us to use our personal profiles for business. And I get it. I mean, I don't like using my personal profile for business really either, because that's not why people follow me there, except it is. If you're like me and you're in a service-based business, people want to get to know me before they ever decide whether they want it. Why would you bother to get marketing information from someone that you don't give a darn about? I have always been the main part of what I sell, because there's lots of marketers out there. There's lots of people who can do really good things. However, you're going to choose who you work with based on who they are and how you care about them. So that's important. So if I can't pre-schedule stuff, my personal profile is often where I let my funny out. I'm a little bit goofier. I post jokes. I'm a little bit more natural. One of two things is going to happen. Either I'm going to have to start letting the real me out on my business page, which is not really a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to be yourself. I mean, you would never post anything on Facebook on your personal or your business page that you wouldn't want your client to see, right? Ever. Okay, sorry. So either I'm going to just start to be a little bit more natural on my business page, or I'm going to end up sharing stuff that's pre-posted to my business page onto my profile. Those are the two things, two changes, two ways to get around it that I'm seeing right now. Why did Facebook do this? Well, because they're a business. In one of my very first Facebook Lives was just a little bit of a rant about this whole thing. And you know what? I get it. Facebook's a business and they're looking for ways to monetize their platform. That's, isn't ultimately, as online marketers, isn't that what we're all trying to do, is to find a way to monetize the things that we're doing. So I understand why they're doing it. I'm not sure that they've thought all the way through. However, I'm pretty sure the people who own Facebook are smarter than me. So maybe they have, and I just haven't seen the end game yet. What I'm curious about is, what are you changing in your marketing plan now that you know that you can no longer pre-schedule to your personal profile? Are you just going to go in and just post schedule all your stuff, and then manually go in and post on your personal profile? Are you going to take the time to do that? You can't schedule it out. So you'd have to either post all the things you wanted to say at once, or you'd have to go in multiple times to make sure that it gets posted at the intervals at which you want it to happen. That might be one thing that you're doing. You might be then continuing to schedule all the stuff in your profile, or sorry, in your business page, but then going in and sharing from your business page. I'm pretty sure that was not what Facebook intended. So there may or may not be ramifications if you start doing that. I'm not sure. The idea was to separate. And if we start now posting in business and pre-posting in all the other places, that's not exactly separate. It's also not keeping, it's not necessarily in the social vein that Facebook really wants us to go into. They're monetizing their platforms. They want us to pay for our Facebook ads and our Facebook pages and our Facebook groups to be seen. I get it. I've said it before. I get it. It's okay. Except it's not, but it is. It is their business, and nobody's going to tell me how to run mine, and no one's going to tell you how to run yours. We can whine and complain, like I'm doing at the moment, and we'll stop immediately. But what are you going to do to change? So I'm curious if you have any comments. I'd love for you to just leave them in the comment section, and we will continue to play with this new BeLive software that I'm testing out, because anything you say in the comments, I can choose to show right up here on the screen. So I know we have several people watching at the moment. If you want to make a comment and say hello, then your comment will actually show live on the video at that point. So that would be awesome if you choose to do that. I think that's basically all I wanted to say at this point. Was just, oh no, it's not. Website changes. Oh, see, it's in my agenda and I completely missed it. Now would be a really good time to check your plugins on your WordPress website, especially if you have any of those auto share plugins for your posts. If that's set up so that every time you post, it gets sent out to multiple sources. A lot of those plugins have had re-releases and updates, and especially in the last couple days. So and they have disconnected from your personal Facebook profile. So you can't use those third-party schedules. It's not just the Hootsuite stuff. It's also all the plugins. So you probably will not be able to schedule. So anything you have scheduled to go out to your personal profile from your blog is not gonna go through. So go in, update your plugins. You should be doing website maintenance every single month. You should. I know you don't want to, but you should. Because an out-of-date plugin, an out-of-date theme on your website is an open door for hackers. And see, thank you, Preciosa, for letting me letting me practice with my showing comments. This is cool, isn't it? The comments just come right up. You can see them, and everyone else can see them. So yes, make sure you update everything. Get your theme in order. Get your plugins in order. Double check, make sure everything works, because August 1st, game changed. And see, this is why. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate that. This is why I love BeLive, is because I get a chance to be much more interactive. And your chances are the next time I go live, you know that I'm using this software. You know that, oh, my comment will be seen on the video. It gives me a chance to interact. Everyone else sees what you said in the real time that you said it. So thank you so much to BeLive for this really cool software that I am still just learning about. But if you're interested, go to belive.tv, and we're going to be using this in our Facebook lives and also in our video marketing. So if you're interested in anything having to do with video marketing, I'm just starting a new blog series. If you go to pibworthps.com and click on blog, then you'll be able to see it. Pat wants to know if it is a great feature. And from my perspective, Pat, there actually is screen sharing, but I haven't figured out how to do that yet, because I would show you exactly what this looks like. But the part of the screen, I can see myself, and in the column on the side, I see agenda, I see who's viewing, how many comments we have, what live comments there are, and I can choose to show or hide any comments. So if someone were to heckle me, you don't get to go live. You don't get to be seen. But it's really, really cool to be able to just integrate that. And I just think we're so much more, we're interactive, we're having fun. It's really encouraging people to pay attention, to comment, because they want to be seen. And so thank you so much. Don't forget to update your website. Don't forget to check your scheduler. I now have to go back and reschedule, figure out what I'm going to do with the posts that I scheduled for the CAPS convention in Vancouver that I had already scheduled up until December. Sometimes scheduling, pre-scheduling in a yes, it saves. Yeah, everything saves. It saves in your videos on your timeline, so you can do that for other platforms. That's a question you're going to have to figure out. I think so. I think you can still download, but that's a question that we will ask BeLive. And so, as I said, have a great day. Woodrow, usually he's here, and I would just. Oh, I'm so glad that it was helpful to you, Preciosa. Yeah, it is definitely a good thing to remember. So I'm so pleased that I could help. So I'm signing off. Thank you so much. And as always, here is a great big Pibworth hug for you. I hope you have an awesome day. And thank you so much. Tune in next time. Bye now.